No joke, oh it's no joke. Even if you a broke nigga, the hood's no joke, the truth's no joke. Even if you a broke nigga, hood's no joke, game's no joke, talk is no joke. Even if you a broke nigga, who got the reefer? I got the blunts. I got the treefers. Who got the weeds? Who want smoke? I got the treefers. Who got the blunts? Who want smoke? Life is no joke. The game is no joke. Life's no joke. The hood is no joke. Truth is no joke. Especially if you a broke nigga. The game's no joke. Just no joke. Especially if you a broke nigga. Especially if you a broke nigga. The hood's no joke. The game's no joke. Especially if you a broke nigga. I'm telling you, it's so true. This ain't no joke. I'm telling you, it's true. I'm telling you, the hood's no joke, script's no joke, spirit's no joke. Even if you a broke nigga, the game's no joke, the people's no joke, especially if you a broke nigga. That's one of my favorite tunes right there, man. I got the treefers, I got the blunts. Who wanna smoke? This chipper right here. Let's be on the same note. Let's not grab at each other's throat. So, all this time, y'all, for the past 2 hours, I thought I was recording. I did. I've prayed already. I'm going to pray again and just say, Father, we ask that you would bless this video, and we ask that you lead this. Like you led the first 2 hours as usual. I guess this is for who's ever watching now. It's 12:46, May 2nd. 5 and 2 is 7. 3, 10. 11 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. So we're talking about the mind, body, and the soul. And so Yah-U is my savior. I pray that Yah-U is your savior. Yah-U is my king, my citadel, my protector. His glory is my shield. His words is my sword. His frequencies is my chariot. And his healing is the shoes that I wear. And my energy is for the greater good of creation. If you decide that you want to touch that, I'll bleed like you. I'm not God. I'm not trying to play God. I'm not saying I'm anything except for Hosea or Mo Weathers. How? How, 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 how. I love myself and I love others. How do I love myself and others? As I say, EYE, my crystal palace, my brain, my thermal, crystal palace. And I wrap around my belt a thought. As I pull up my intellect and I put my manhood on and I think in caps and I have the Most High seated on the heart, seated on the throne of my heart. So while I'm tapped into that, what is manifested from my heart or my desire, the Most High is calling or ordering my steps, called my orders. I'm getting my orders. So I walk with my orders and my steps with healing. Okay? So now, get the picture. So now in my heart, I've gotten my orders. Now I desire to fulfill my orders no matter what. Why? Because what's sitting on my heart is a God of life. And because I'm red, and life is in what? The blood. Because if you cut me, that means you're spilling my blood, Cain. Again. That means if you hit me in my head, Cain, again, there is no second time. Children of Cain, children of the dejected, black man and black woman, why are you dejected? Master that arrogance or that ignorance of what God has used, what Most High has used to talk to you, chastise you this moment. So now, what is right and pure comes out through my holy of holy, which is my esophagus, guts, or throat chakra. Shock, frequency, electricity, spirit, power, currency, bank, money, gold, plat. You feel the currency? I am currency. We are currency, and we live in the current positions. So now that we're current of all this, now we can flow up into our throat chakras, where when people breathe in and out their mouth, it's dirty. So that's why we learn to shut the fuck up. Why? Because the Most High blew breath through our nostrils. This is what this is supposed to be about. The breath of life. What happened to it? We'll go here. Come on, man. I should be recording, man. For real. For real, man. Ah! Shit. Damn, y'all. I'm my fault, man. Shit. Oh, my goodness. I'm pissed off. Let's start this over, man. Shit. Hold up, man. Damn. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Make the best of this. I'm not changing this. I'm not changing shit. This is what makes me good at certain things. I didn't want y'all to see my ugly face. You know what I mean? It was definitely a video. I didn't want to make it in the first place. It's probably why this is really not going too well. So maybe I'm supposed to read something to you. That will be a later teaching. Fuck. Let me regroup. Let me regroup, y'all. Let me regroup. So this is that part where you don't do shit and say shit because you think people should know something. So what I'm looking at is in my face. We're talking about the book of life. Maybe this is the introduction to the next information download. Every video is an information download for those who's going to seek the Most High with all their heart. And right now what's happening is the reason why people was prophesied saying that if our version of the Antichrist don't work, kill everybody who preaches the Bible. You hear that? Even in Islam. If that version of Jesus don't hold up, kill everybody that's coming with that shit. Because from a Persian point of view, they were just riding to get along. You ever been a part of something but you ain't really with it, but you just ride it because while they getting the money, you can get a side bet? You know, with the person they betting on is hot. You know what I mean? And you don't know the person they betting on. You might have had a familiar and run in with them, but you ain't thinking about them too much. But shit, the niggas killing them on the dice game, man. From pair of dice to a pair of dice. That ain't done with. That is a dapperlicious.com fly paper concept. That is mine. So if you ever see somebody with dice and paradise using Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve in the Bible or anything on this planet for paradise, Genesis, Bible, Quran, or anything, Buddha, anything, to a crap table, casino, that's me. Okay? And I ain't going to go through all that trademark. I ain't paying that near nigga to say, oh, can you put this sticker on here to prove that I did it? Fuck no. Use my shit, pay me. That's why I promote. When I promote people's shit, I say don't send me shit because I don't know them to pay them. If you say, hey, I got 100 million for 3 of your favorite hood singers, I couldn't take that money because I don't know where the fuck they at. Well, I know one will be out once in a while, but she's so trapped in this fucking NA delusion that everybody in her head thinking that she need all these people and now her stomach all poisoned, got her all fat and out of shape. Look at the word. Look at the god of stomach. You'll find bacteria, poison, homosexuality, and sperm. And that's why Jesus said, I'll take you fat, skinny, as long as you got sperm and a vagina I can cut out. I don't give a fuck. That's the money. Let me give it to you. Let me give y'all the raw version of this shit. Black penis, black vagina is the currency of the planet. And the fluids that's in it, called secretion. So while you're putting on a Trojan Greek horse, with spermicide, homicide, metricide, pesticide, suicide, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. and Mrs. Hyde syndromes. And you didn't know it's in your condom, huh? You didn't know that every time you're sucking on somebody's penis who's already wore 4 condoms, you're filthy. So no, you can't hit the weed, bitch, or bitch ass niggas. No, I don't want you kissing on me. I don't care if you got a big booty. And matter of fact, if you one of them real sexy looking, I definitely don't want you, cause I know you done suck some rich condom penis. And nigga, if you one of them super rich motherfuckers that want to let me hit the weed, no. Cause you didn't lick so much condom coochie, I'm cool, nigga. So it's not personal. It's just something that I know and that you can't tell me anything different. How I know? Cause when I was stupid and young, I did that. How old was I? In my early 20s. I'm 52. So, no. Won't be poison my manhood. No. Had me decaying places I ain't thinking about no more. You ever go to work, you take a piss, and you like, I washed up. I had sex with this girl last month or 2 weeks ago. We'll say 2 weeks ago because you're busy. And you just took a shower. But like that. Now, niggas, you know how it is. You watch TV, you like, you want to make sure your junk fresh. You don't know he'll pop through the window. Shit, I don't know. I've seen some weird shit happen. Motherfucker might pop through the ceiling, rub your balls first, like, no, nigga, I'm about to drop 100 billion on you and some good pussy. You stink. I'm cool. Next. Well, ain't no next. I'll be back in another million years. No, I'm ready. Fresh. Got one funky. That's what I don't know. That's the only thing funky about me is shit I don't know. And I'm alright with it. Because I don't want to know literally everything. I'll be bored. Can you imagine knowing everything there is to know? You be bored. Search journey, be done. What we got with this, y'all? I don't even think I'm recording. Am I recording, first of all? Let me see. Oh, now I'm recording. 18 minutes. This is some bullshit. Yo. Alright, let me get to this. I want to say big ups to Bud Light. I want to say good morning or good noon to my Hebrew Muslim brothers and sisters. I want to say good morning to my Afro-Asiatic brothers and sisters across the planet. Alright. This is how my day started. I rearranged Sir Walker's habitat. He's gotten bigger. I got his whole tank as a sun. Then I got his hot spot for his, and I got his hot spot temperature-wise for his eating pleasure. So I'm sweating, if you're a guy or a gal, you're doing some working around the house, you want to take your sip of wine, roll your blunt, listen to nice music, sip a beer, So I had a beer from yesterday, from talking to a brother who's in a position that I came out of. At least that's what it looks like. But when I see people, I'm looking at me, like the Matrix when he seen all them guys. So literally, I'm looking at me talking shit to me, and I'm like, everybody's the old me. When I go outside, I'm looking at the old me. And I'm picking out some parts of the old me that got me to where I'm at, to the real me. See the matrix? So in my matrix, I'm sitting with a guy who I remember was me. So I sat with me, listened to my old conversations, and along with my new conversations, drank a beer. He had a beer, and we sat down, chopping it up. And I still had some in my cup, but also rolled me a nice medical stick. So I got up after the spirit said leave, and he's like, "You ain't let me hit the blunt." And I said, "Well, no, it's my medication. We're in public. There's cameras. And if I share my medication on camera, they can arrest me. I can't do that." He got upset. That's the nigga old me. So I just walked away because that's me saying that. That's not him saying that. I'm only listening to the shit that I used to say to people who's not where I'm at right now. Who's in other words, people who's where I'm at right now was saying that to me where he's at. So I can see me, 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 me. So when I turn that M-E into a W, now I can heal and say this is what we go through to better ourselves. You see the alchemy, the science, the tangible, the application, the how. Hey ya, hey ya. I wish I could show y'all some these pictures I took. Uh, let me finish while this is in the screen. I had some left in my cup. I tasted it. I'm like, I don't want that shit. So I decided after rearranging my organization, I wanted to go buy another cactus because I bought 3 cactuses for him. Rearrange this habitat, because I like to take care of life. I like to manage life. Not manage as is what I think it should be, what it's supposed to be before I was born or got any consciousness. So I said I'm gonna get some more cactus, and I needed a new color. I got blue lights, orange, fluorescent, yellow, orange bricks. I needed the color to, you know, I didn't need to see a color and like, oh shit, what happened to the white or the green? Because colors will stop you. Like you'll see a color flow like a song, and it'll stop you like somebody's missing some shit here. I don't know who it is that understands that, but you know what I'm talking about. So I always make sure that when I wake up in the morning, my spirit, my eyes, my ears, and my whole existence is in a frequency, a flow of life and creation. And that is my realm. That is my seat. That's where I'm seated or saturated or situated in. So to complete that cipher, I went buy some cactus. I was gonna go outside. That's what led me outside to get some cactus. So lo and behold, I don't like dirt. I don't like trash. This is one of the main reasons I knew being clean as a city was doable. Just from coming out of an ignorant state of mind, being black man or black whatever. Because it would cross my mind. When I got to San Jose, California, I have to give a big shout out to San Jose, California's mayor and the people of San Jose and Palo Alto and that surrounding area. When I didn't see or smell piss, I didn't smell feces, I didn't see no bottles, I didn't see people sleeping on the corners. I mean, I seen people sleeping on the streets, but it wasn't. Let's just say this, man. This shit was so fucking clean, y'all. I was never coming back to another dirty city again. San Jose was my spot, man. Big ups to San Jose. Man, thank y'all for the education. You teach me how to fix computers and cell phones, programs. Gave me certain programs on the low. Gave me access to information that people who are not trustworthy would have tried to destroy and defraud the government. And like, wow, like I thank y'all guys. Motorola, thank you. Sprint, thank you. Fuck. AT&T, thank you. Back in the day, T-Mobile. All y'all cell phone companies, man. Who's that? Metro, before you became T-Mobile when you was in San Jose. I remember Metro when you was a baby. In Metro, when you remember you was a baby? And you came on the Samsung flip phone recordable dips? I remember, hey Mikey, I hope you're still alive in San Jose. He had the blessed SL class. I went and got the blue. He had the triple black SL class. I had to go with the triple baby blue SL class. Man, he'll pull up in front of the AA meeting. He and his Benz. I'm in my Benz. Hey, look at this motherfuckers, man. What's up, Mikey? Man, he had the first video cell phone, man. I said, fuck that. Mikey had, hey, I'm telling you, Mikey had a two-door coupe, Mercedes. And he could record on a cell phone, man. Long as hell. I said, Mike, give me the 411, baby. How you make that happen? Man, it took me over his wing for a little bit. He never brought nobody to his crib. And boom. I pulled up in a blue one like his, a phone like him, and some extra shit. Broke bread with him, man. Make money with him, man. Got clean with him. And I hope you sober today, Mike. Big ups to the AA meetings in San Jose, man. I want to give big ups to where I took my shaheed at. MCM. Muslims Continental. I forgot what MCM means in San Jose. I forgot that. It's a big, big, big place where people who's practicing Islam and wanting to be a Muslim, whether they know or not, ignorant or not, rich or poor, who know the truth or not, the fact that they wanted to go in there to seek the Most High and hope that they're being led the right way. I want to say big ups to you guys. The Buddhists there and the Quaker, like, man, if I shout out to everybody who that I'm able to absorb your wisdom, it'll be next year tomorrow. It'll literally be next year tomorrow. So I carry y'all in my heart. I want to let y'all know that. San Jose, I carry y'all with my heart. Florida, I carry y'all too. Nuevo Laredo, Texas. Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. Galveston, Mexico. Galveston, Texas. Down after all the borders down in Texas. Y'all part of that courage. Man, but let's get back to why I really made this video. Well, why I didn't make the fucking video is I want to share with you. I'm not marketing myself like I'm some lonely dude. I bleed like you. I hurt, I cry, I get lonely, things like you. I'm a being. I'm a man being, not a human. I'm a man being. I'm being a man. End of story. I'm declaring that as an adult man, not a man who's still standing up under what his mom called him under that contract. I'm officially releasing him verbally, spiritually, mind, body, soul, anointingly, saying, I disassociate myself in the rest writings and teachings of my mother and father, the grandfather and father, and that generational curse of that birth certificate. Now, if you, federal government, witches and warlock, and those who are in power of this world and planet and its system, will allow me to continue on using what is already on record and in digital and on phones and this right here, and which keep me living in this realm and in this room. I greatly appreciate it, and I will not abuse what you're really don't want me to be a part of. But I'm not your enemy. I'm not here to disassociate or to deconstruct or reconstruct what's already in place. That's between you and the creator of you and me. So if we can move along in a harmonious fashion, like good and evil, right and wrong, up and down, left and right, I think there shouldn't be any problem with me being able to go to and fro on this planet, with or without you, talking or not talking, eating or not eating with you. You're doing what you've been doing for thousands of years on this planet. Let me do what I'm born to do. Since those thousands of years, you've been doing what you've been doing on this planet. So I'm just doing what I'm born to do. Is just be a man. So my name is not Deshaun Weathers. My name is Hosea. And it means salvation. Omar means speak. Weathers is a tribal, etheric, ancient, spiritual that man created that he can put it on a piece of paper and say, I told you we own him. No. You don't own the word Weathers or its meaning or its antiquities antiquitisms. Your antiqueology. Like technology, your antiqueology. I mean you know the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck out of here. You made me have to roll up again. Now you got me thinking and shit. Now I get to roll up. Truly, really, the only time I roll up, because there be so much information in my head, I get to slow this shit down, because I still get to explain this with y'all why we speak bold, and something's telling me to come out of my shell and be who you are. Stop worrying about other shit. Just tell the truth. It's like I've been doing it. It was like, well, that way so people don't know that you're a bum, I guess. I guess that's what's been going on in the airwaves, that I'm a bum. I'm a vagabond, I guess. That energy. But I already knew that. But my track record doesn't validate you saying that I'm a bum or deadbeat dad nigga da da da. And this is not an I video. This is not about me. This is a spiritual reconciliation to the people here in Pittsburgh. I'm not mad at you. I don't hold no grudge. Respectfully speaking, not saying you're insignificant, not saying that your breath is not significant, not saying that your life is not special. EYE just don't personally think about you. I don't wake up thinking about no human being. I just think about me being available when the Most High calls me. Now, if he called me through you guys, cool. If he called me through Facebook, cool. If he called me through going back to Frankstown, cool. If he called me through going through one of you ragged ass stank hoes, cool. The victory is mine already. I'm not. Why do you think Tyson became a champion? You know how they beat Tyson? It's in her name. Robin, get him. The bird sucked the milk out the goat. Well, I ain't got the thing. I got a presentation for it. There's a saying when you send a bird to suck the milk. Now, what does a bird, milk, and a goat got to do with any motherfucking thing unless it's a hidden language of a secret society? And unless you are a nature boy or a person of nature who knows the nature of dogs, goats, birds, milk, bees, ants, and then you go and look on Google Earth, oh no, fuck that. You go and look on your phone, on your GPS, and look at all the interstates and streets and railroads and say each block, each city is a beehive or an ant farm. The beehive is the middle class, the ants are the poor. That's why you watch the movie about the ants and the what? Roaches. So that's why the black man and the brown man is out with the ants and roaches. And the upper class black and brown man is with what? Bees, dragonflies, ladybugs, monkeys. Yeah. You see the circus or the circle? You see the church? Y'all seen the y'all seen the motherfucking post? I gave you the culture, I gave you the history, I gave you the etymology. So gonna start asking motherfuckers, what are you really talking about, man? When you say we'll go to the club and listen to our favorite rap artist who was the greatest, the GOAT. Let's do a damn, I can't do a GOAT investigation. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Hold on. Let's go on a goat hunt. Okay, lions. Hey, Judah, you're a lion, right? Where's the wolves of Israel? Where's the gorillas at? Let's go hunt some goats. Let's go hunt some half man and half goats. Let's go see if we can find some minotaurs. Autobots. Transform. Y'all ain't ready. The Decepticons want to put the light of life in their stomach. And once they put the light of life in their stomach, they'll defile the protein in the galaxy and the protein in humanity. So that means that all the universe is at stake if the Decepticons get into the garden. So we got to make sure that the man and the woman don't get this permanent infection of the brain, heart, lung, stomach, and the Abraham, the Ab-ram. Because this is the beginning, the Taurus, your mouth, your brain. So when the sun comes into the what? The Taurus, the earth man. Taurus is what? An earth sign. Earth man. When the earth man has risen in his sonship, the earth gets to become warm and healed, and it gets to sit down with the what? In his abdomen with what? Abraham. So Alpha, the beginning, and the Omega, Abraham, the ending. See that? You get? Does somebody get that cosmology? Does somebody get that cosmology? Oh, y'all thought he didn't know. 369, damn, we all fine. Oh, let me sing it one time. Let me say, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the wall. Till all them females fall. All them motherfucker. All them skeet, 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 skeet. Damn, that's fucked up. You're in hell. If y'all could see what I see, all of you would really melt. Really. If I asked the Most High for permission to let y'all see what I see, just for 5 minutes, a lot of you would kill yourself. And then the other rest of you will go back and try to tell everybody that you can and then get killed. Why? Because now you want to beat it into them. Now we have a whole new different type of war going on that is not necessary. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to manifest no more wars and nothing like that. There's enough people getting murdered for nothing. And I, for one, is not dying for no black nothing. I'm not. I'm not dying at all. This is not spiritually. N-O-P-E. Nope. Hey, remember that y'all over in jail? You spelling L-I-V-E. See what? You was my white only friend. Fucker. Man, that shit was fun. Man, when they put the strips in the window, I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, let me get back to the. So this is how I got this. I went outside, I got me some. Go get a cactus. I thought it was trash, and people know I don't like trash. I can't stand dirt. I can't. After I left San Jose, when I seen that it was possible to be in a clean city, that did it for me. Seriously. I'm a firm believer, once you put a dead soul in a healthy environment, it will blossom overnight. I know this. That's why I'm good at it. I mastered it. That's why Walker, every time I change his environment, he gets bigger overnight. Because I'm blind as hell, I can't tell. Everybody told they love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. I really do. Especially my enemies, man. You don't have a clue why you can't stand me and why you don't fuck with old man. And it's like when I'm you, I be like, this nigga don't even owe me nothing. Why am I mad at this nigga, man? Straight up. I'm saying this to all my enemies that I didn't even know I had. People who envy me that I didn't even know. I don't know this shit. I'm too busy making sure I'm cool. Because the moment I get out of making sure I'm cool, for some reason I get cut. Check this out. Go on a subway and stick your head out the, break the subway glass and stick your head out there and see if that bitch don't get knocked off. That's how I feel about getting in somebody else's lane. Soon as I stick my nose in somebody else's business, I feel this. And I'm like, nope. No, sir. I done caused myself enough pain. I'm cold. I don't need no cross, no hat. I don't need nothing material to remind me of some shit that hurt. I don't like hurting. So I don't want nobody else hurt. Period. And even after being hurt, healing hurts. That's twice. Bad mathematics. I don't hustle people's pain or hurt, so I lose. Ah, damn. You see how the plot thickens? By the time tomorrow come, I'm so deep in shit. And I gotta blame myself? I can't blame you. I can't get on here and say it's your fault. I'm cool. I'm not good at being a shiny piece of shit. I'm not good at that. Me personally, I'm not gonna congratulate shiny shit. I'm not. Because if I was shiny shit, you wouldn't congratulate me. And I damn sure wouldn't have got these. Nor this, these glasses, this robe, this computer. I mean, my what I'm talking to you on. I wouldn't have got none of this shit being a shiny piece of shit. Nope. In fact, what I know what happens to a shiny piece of shit, after the flies eat all its nutrients, it turns white and crumbles into dust like a dead nigga shot in the street like a dog with chains around his neck. So a shiny piece of shit literally turns to dust like dry bones. So do a black nigga and a black niggette, and so do black culture with its shiny piece of shit ass. So that's why I wrote the song called Fly Paper. Yeah. You're my fly paper. That's why I'm stuck on you. 'Cause you're my fly paper. Glory to the Most High. And I'm showing this because you're entitled to the tree of life too. That's your inheritance. Fuck a reparation, nigga. That's your enemy. Give Caesar what is Caesar's, and that's that fucking reparations. Don't shove that shit up his ass. We don't need your reparations. The Most High, Yah is our reparation. And it's our power to do that now. I don't mind restarting over, regenerating. I just hate doing the same shit over again that is meaningless. Perfection is in the repetitiveness, and it's a necessity. Done. But in meaninglessness, never. That's the reason why I dance where the fuck I go. EYE, pretty young thing. I want to love you. EYE. Without a love affair. And I'll take you there. Pretty young thing. Pretty young thing. Repeat after we. Saying praise Yah Yah. Praise Yah Yah. Praise Yah Yah Yah. Ah. Take you there. I want to love you. EYE. Pretty young thing. I want to hug you. EYE. Without a love affair. And I take you there. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Oh, I can feel that. Praise Yah. You hear that salvation? With the son of Michael? And then put that, and then go with that motherfucker, man. Say, Mike, when you was responsible for that frequency, I said, you fucked up, turned your face white. Shitty boy. See what happens when your face turns to white? You get that shitty face. But when you with that flat paper, you stay with this face. Manhood. You ain't scared to show your face. You ain't got to change your face. You ain't have to put the mask on or off. You don't have to be set. You don't have to pull up the Draco. You don't have to be an incredible hunk with the ink disease. Or the Osiris with the blood disease. The zombie. You don't have to keep your eye on time. Or Horus. Or hour. You don't have to keep the eye on the sun. Like you ain't got shit else better to do. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But what's coming up? I want to see what y'all. But yeah, I thought that can was full. So I didn't wake up going to go drink shit. You false prophet and you false teacher and you false student and you false representative and you false I'm trying. Because let a motherfucker say he got sex, money, and murder without no punishment. You'll fucking run and do it. You liar. That's when my power come out over you. You won't turn to the person left next to you and tell them that you're a piece of shit. And you're going to die a piece of shit. With diamonds and gold around your neck. Then spend $1 million on shit I get from just loving the Most High and the people. Loving Mother Earth. Understanding the Metu Nectar. Living the Metu Nectar. Talking the Metu Nectar. Expressing. You can't put this shit in a book, you dumb motherfucker. I'll tell you. TVs and cell phones ain't just for 2000. It's in the wall. Did you see the wristwatch on the motherfucking Anunnaki? Then they say, will within the wheel, motherfucker. Man, I tell you. Then Enoch say they put a beam on his ass? Don't you have books with niggas shooting beam and close encounters of how many different kinds of different motherfuckers run around here in this astral plane? Astral plane is a whole different dimension when it comes to going to outer space. There's so many spaces. There's layers of space. Look, take a loaf of bread out of the oven and then cut it in pieces. That's a space. Now cut it in more pieces. That's more space. Now cut it in until you can't find no more space to cut. Now you at the end of your motherfucking time. You're out of space and room. There's nothing to cut. So what do? There's no more space to cut. Why do you cut space? Because the taste of the bread for the sandwich is what matters. What's the matter? The bread. What matters is you eating the bitch. Why? Because you put the energy in what? Cutting a whole loaf of bread into slices. You see how you make the energy, the galaxy, the sun, moon, and stars come down to just cutting a slice of bread? But see, why you want me to go nuts, I'm too busy making donuts. And that's why you pop the middle out. There's a no debt. Don't owe the hood shit. Don't owe nobody shit. And I ain't swear no oath. And that's why you should shut the fuck up and die slow. Ooh, that gives a new meaning to dying slow, don't it? If you've taken an oath, wow, I tell you. Hey, Greco-Romans, I'm glad I didn't take the oath. I'm glad I was so stupid that trying to be nationalized as a Moorish American on a piece of cardboard with some ink rolled over it, thinking that Joe Biden is going to sign that dumbass shit. I was like, praise y'all for ignorance. Sometimes ignorance is wonderful, man. And that was one of them cases where I went over there and gave him some white man documentation to say, yeah, my white man documentation is part of Morocco too. Which, Chrislam, I'm in the same fucking melting pot, right? Straight up. Do anybody remember the word synonymous to America called melting pot? I'm just curious if anybody had any thoughts on that. I'm curious if anybody remember that every witch sits by a melting pot or a crystal ball. And then that melting pot is surrounded by, in Walt Disney cartoons that I remember, because I've never seen one in real life doing that. That's why I give them much respect, because I've never literally seen you do it. In the movies, I trust that you've done it. In the cartoons, that confirm between the two witnesses that is definitely possible, so I'm going with that's your thing. And because I'm familiar with the craft, I totally yield any energy on wanting to say anything for or against that culture or group of people. But I will mention something that may seem as if, but that's only because something drew my light into your world. And I didn't come to your world with my light to antagonize or to go against you, like in scriptures when they said, Jesus, why do you come fuck with us? We ain't arguing with you that you're using yours. And according to that statement, it was, I'm not here for you, somebody. I'll probably go pick a couple niggas up and roll out. And he was like, okay, well, here you go. And he left. And so here we go right now on live feed on Facebook. And that's all I'm saying here while I'm downtown Pittsburgh. We're definitely starting a healing session. All right? So the thing is, if we could do it in jail and live like a king in jail off the truth without asking for anything. Because I didn't get letters and money and stuff when I was in jail. Did people share with me? Yes. And that's why I love my brothers who are in jail and in prisons, because for real, the only reason why they deserve unconditional love, because the program did that. When they was born, that was their destiny. And that's why these prisons are going to be opened up soon. the locks is going to open up, like in the scriptures. And we're on the way to Detroit, to the other star city. And we're going to go and connect these stars. And a lot of you are getting your assignments this month. A lot of you spiritual walkers, a lot of you balancers and healers, even those of you in the federal government, those of you in NASA, those of you who are witches and warlocks. There's a genetic frequency or code that is being switched on in all life, meaning I will pour my spirit, thus says Yah, you, the Savior of all things, the Creator of all things, on all flesh. Thunder. Beyond Zeus, Jesus, death, and life, thus says Yah. I've poured my spirit on all flesh, and all flesh is accountable. All flesh is accountable. Seek me or die, thus says Yahweh. Not the messenger, I'm just a speaker. Omar, that's it. Because that goes for me too. I'm the first one to burn for you motherfuckers. In fact, I'm going to watch all you burn, and then the burden of all your cries is because I didn't say this, 1. 2, I was fake, and 3, in my heart, I want to be the next Malcolm and get shot by one of you niggas, or I want to be the next Martin Luther King, get scoped by one of you niggas, or the next P. Huey, like the Black Panthers, and get fentanyl like from one of you niggas. Or any other black leader in his heart want to play God for real, for real. Because that's what black do. It plays God by nature. Bacteria kills the stomach, heart, and all mega organs by what? Nature. And it turns the blood black by what? Nature. I am a red man. I am a Shemite. I am a copperhead. I am a dragon. Fire, red, on. Red don't mean stop. Red means go. Green means grow. That's why you have this color spectrum on your screen. Know what I mean? What's up, y'all? Yeah, that's the spirit, man. I'm responsible for the same shit. I ain't exempt. Oh, I'm like, shit, it's a magic trick or some shit? Fuck out of here. I got this thing in front of my screen, y'all. I'm not trying to play God. I don't want to be the next Farad Muhammad, none of that bullshit. And I ain't got no ink to write your asses as one either. I ain't doing that. Most High say, did you send one of these niggas over here? But nope. He said, it got your eye and heart on it. I don't know how. He says, come here. I can't say no because you already know the truth, right? So I got to stand before the Most High and get my jaw broke again. I'm just talking about a broken jaw. We ain't talking about touching my soul. We ain't talking about I can't feel all things in nature and being without that. Being without who I am today, I'm cool. That's scary thinking about that shit. And to you poison professionals, poison is not going to do it. Okay? Your venom, bookworms and serpents is not going to do it. Okay? So, and I think some of y'all done lost enough family members to say, you know what, we might not want to keep fucking with that there. No. Because you're talking about, look, have you noticed every time y'all be like saying foul shit for no reason, that some of your best friends are the ones that's putting you in prison? When I was your friend, you just robbed me and hurt me and talk shit. But when they was your friend, now you got, how many cases you got there? Dead. I mean, goddamn. You done told on how many niggas? I know you ain't sleeping good. You ain't sleeping good at all. I doubt if you even. I bet you stay drunk, high up. Because you don't know what nigga gonna come fuck you up. You done told on who? And you think folks ain't gonna find out? Let me tell y'all something. Boo-boos and Bambies. From experience. When I went into Mexico, and I lived in Nuevo Laredo, Texas, where they kill FBI and niggas for lunch. Straight up. Well, you see that shit on TV? You see people laid in the streets? Feds and... At the time, I didn't know the shit. My dear wife got a job there. I don't know what made her get a job for Children's Youth Service in Nuevo Laredo, Texas. At the border where on an average 30 keys of coke comes across that bitch. I'm at the heart of this motherfucker, and I can feel that I'm sitting in the middle of Cocaine Palace. You think Scarface was at a place, which is just a building with a mountain of cocaine here. Come on. Come and get me. Fuck you. That's some dumbass shit. That's a setup. But I'm glad y'all all went for that shit because y'all left this part for me. This is mine. As I sat in the spirit, right, and I'm looking at the road borders, right, and I'm thinking about home. And I'm thinking about my whole past and how I end up in the court system in the first place. And everybody who said I wasn't shit, and all the videos, and wow, I'm sitting right here, and I'm talking to the lieutenants and all these particular people, the movers and shakers of why you get your next bird, Atlanta. I don't know about Cuba over in Florida, but I'm sure I came across one or two over in Orange County at the baseball game. I'm sure I had, oh man, this big ass motherfucking Cadillac truck, not with the pickup dips. Both of them rims are so goddamn tall. Yeah. Had a pleasure hanging out with them guys, man. Big guys from Florida boys, man. Their hospitality, man, is impeccable. Let me keep it 100, Florida. The only reason why I'm talking to y'all through the